MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome, Wargamers, to the Resident Evil Immersive Narrative Campaign. And we're going to do our best to make sure that you feel like you are right beside us, rolling the dice. Every single die roll matters. It's going to be ridiculously awesome. These guys look amazing. I am in character as well as a guy who's really amazed by all this stuff around me, and I love it. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the awesome, juicy details.
We play and call it work. Resident Evil.
Hi, my name is Holly, and I'm Rebecca Chambers. I picked Rebecca because she's a healer, and I thought she'd be a good part of the team to make it truly complete. Resident Evil is very nostalgic for me because I grew up watching my father play it. My favorite weapon against a zombie is a crossbow.
My name is Michael Tabush, and I'm playing Albert Wesker. I like Wesker's philosophy on his outlook of the world, and I'm going to enjoy playing the character in his unique perspective in this entire campaign.
Hi, I'm Austin Glover, and I'm playing Brad Vickers. I mean, there's not much to him at the moment concerning events. However, it does give me a bit of freedom in how I do things.
Hi, I'm Baron Sullivan, and I'm playing Barry Burton. I chose Barry because we're both dads. We love dad jokes. I've loved Resident Evil. Everything that's come out for it, I have enjoyed thoroughly, especially Barry Burton. I'm looking forward to taking down a tyrant with my trusty magnum.
Excuse me. Do I do this?
All right, everyone do this.
And like, thank you,
I'll be like, I know.
Thank you, Storage. Do like this.
Just on the verge of puking, that's all I want.
Come on, do this.
Not touching the camera.
And we're gonna do the character creation starting with Barry. So, for your movement, you have 6 inches, no need to roll for that. For your weapon skill, it is going to be D3 plus 1. All right, this is it. Oh, weapon skill 4, okay. So in this case, ironically, rolling higher is bad.
Yep.
So, but that's not too bad.
No.
Yeah, it's okay,
Yeah.
right? Bliss's skill. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Barry is incredibly good at shooting. Your strength, roll a D3. And you'll add 1 to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
For your toughness, it's the same thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Toughness 4, Barry would be toughness 4.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was hoping for.
Okay, so this is D3. Barry gets +1 to this because he's a little beefier. Yeah. So he gets 3 wounds. For your attacks, it's also D3.
I see a theme.
Yeah, you're 2. 2 attacks. Leadership is 3D3. All right, so here you want to roll high. Yeah, higher the better, Barry. What's your... Oh, that's really good.
Oh.
Wow. So your leadership 8.
Perfect.
That's fantastic, and you guys will see why as the campaign progresses. For save, you are 5+.
Oh, okay. It's something. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but
It's there.
It is there.
That's important.
Mr. Brad Vickers. Okay, we're going to roll for Brad now. Let's see how it goes. For your movement, you are also 6 inches automatically. That's what you start with.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Weapon skill, D3 plus 1. Weapon skill 2. Brad is incredible in close combat. He is amazing. So for your Bliss's skill, you are straight D3 for this.
All right.
Okay.
So just 1.
So you're a 2 because you can't be a 1. Okay, for strength, you want to be higher here, but your roll is going to be minus 1. You'll be -1. Okay, so you are strength 2.
How am I doing this?
Okay, so for your toughness, it's a straight D3. By the way, for you guys, there is no medium way that this happens. It's all per character. Straight D3. Okay, toughness 3. Now your wounds is straight D3.
And this is where I roll the 1.
That's where you roll a 1.
Yes.
Oh, Brad. But you know what? For those of us who have played the game, this is very indicative of Brad, isn't it?
I plan not to die.
For your attacks, it is D3. Okay, you get 3 attacks. That's not bad.
So I'm the ultimate kamikaze.
Leadership is 3D3. Okay, that's not bad. 7.
Yeah. Okay.
For your save, you start with a 5.
However, I do have this tactical vest as an item, which increases my save.
Yes, you do. So that it goes to a 4. For your grenades, Brad's war gear, he starts with a couple grenades. Now, they take up an inventory slot. By the way, everyone starts with 6. You might as well write 6 in there.
Yeah, that one.
Unless that's increased, of course, which it may or may not throughout the course of the campaign. So for this, roll a D3 to see how many grenades you get. And actually roll 2D3 and just consolidate it into one card, because you have 2 grenades. All right, start with 4. That's pretty good. It's not bad.
I mean, it's better than 2.
You're not wrong. Rebecca Chambers. I'm going to roll for her, and let's see what you get. So your movement, you automatically get +1 to this. Rebecca's a little faster. You don't have to roll for it. So you're 7 inches. Okay. Weapon skill. Your weapon skill 3. Ballista skill. This -1.
5.
You're 2.
2. Oh.
Strength, D3, -1. Strength 2. Toughness, D3. Toughness 1. You can't be 1. You're a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This is the important one, rolling for wounds. So
Okay.
this is a straight D3. Let's see what you got. 1 wound. Okay, glass cannon.
Okay.
You're gonna do great.
Still okay.
Yeah, it's
So
okay.
it's just 1?
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. For attacks, D3 +1 for you. All right, 4 attacks. Leadership.
Okay.
So 3D3. So roll 3 dice. See, that's roll 2 more there. So you got that. Oh, very good. You're 8. Leadership 8, which is good. And you start with a 5 up save.
Okay.
Yeah. So just roll 5 for there, or
This one?
just write a 5.
Oh, got it. Oh.
So Rebecca starts with a side pouch, which increases her inventory slots by 2. So write a 8 there for your inventory slots. This is her starting war gear. She also starts with some handgun bullets, 3D3, to determine how many you start with.
Okay.
Okay, that's 5 bullets. Yeah, there's also a first aid spray, which restores wounds to the full 1 wound. And then you also start with a Beretta. Albert Wesker. Let's roll for his stats now. Okay, movement. He has 6-inch movement. Weapon skill is dice. All right, weapon skill 2. All right, ballista skill. It's this -1. That's a reroll. Okay, so you're also a 2 on that one. Wow. So strength, you are dice. Okay, so that's also a D3. You are. So now this is actually kind of bad. This is this +1. So you're, you're strength 2, which is interesting. So I think Wesker might be recovering from something, because this is not like Wesker. Toughness, you're going to roll a die here, and you're going to add 1 to it. So D3 +1. Toughness 2. For wounds, it is D3 +2 for Wesker. So he's got 3 wounds. Attacks is D3 +1 for him. He's got 4 attacks. This is interesting. So, because Wesker is the leader of the group, he gets to add 1 to his roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. And he has a 5-up save as well. Inventory slots, he starts with 6. For his starting war gear, he has a combat knife, a Beretta, handgun bullets, and an ink ribbon. Now with the ink ribbon, we're counting that as command points throughout the game. By the way, this carries over to subsequent missions, so whatever you use, you don't regain. Once they're gone, they're gone. D3 command points. You can actually roll 1d3 for that. Okay, you start with 2. Just write a 2 on the card. That's fine. And then here, handgun bullets. That's 3d3 to see how many you get. Okay, you get a good amount there. 2, 4, 7. 7 handgun bullets. Every bullet matters.
Before you get too invested in the campaign, disclaimer, this campaign will be exclusive to the MiniWarGaming Vault. So before you watch too much further and thinking, oh, I want to watch more episodes, I need to let you know right now that the entirety of the campaign will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault. This very first episode that you're watching right now is on YouTube, so that it'll give you a bit of a taste of what the campaign is about and what it's going to be like and all the fun that we're going to have and all the awesomeness that will ensue. So click on the link below. Sign up for a 7-day free trial to the MiniWarGaming Vault so that you can see. I think I got bit by a zombie, and I'm slowly turning. So I need the vaccine for the G virus because it's happening right now. So go ahead and click on that link below. Watching the rest of it in the vault. All right, now back to the actual game.
On a distant frontier world, free from the presence of the Adeptus Arbites, and only barely within the gaze of an imperial planetary governor, exists a civilization similar to the one of ancient 20th century Terra, the United States, a country located within one of the larger continents, is home to many different cultures and peoples, one of which is Raccoon City. There are many myths and legends about this cursed place. Rumors of strange beasts and undead creatures lurking beyond the shadows. Dogs that regenerate and are infected with deadly viruses run rampant. Oversized plants and bugs sprawl across the landscape. And finally, the nefarious Umbrella Corporation. This massive, faceless entity, both life-giving and life-altering, control most of what goes on here. Are they evil? Or are they truly run by the same honest people that work daily to support their seemingly endless efforts to end war and eradicate disease? S.T.A.R.S Alpha Team is sent by the Umbrella Corporation to investigate the disappearance of a bioscientist, Dr. Xelodus Tore. Their mission briefing discloses a number of possible locations he could be, one of which is a mansion on the outskirts of Raccoon City, the others being an armored safe house, an underground biolab facility, or failing these, perhaps the research station. Oh, and let's not forget, finding and extracting survivors while doing all this. Upon approaching the mansion, their vehicle flyer, piloted by Brad Vickers, intercepts a flock of flying mutated creatures. This causes damage to the propellers, and he's forced to make a crash landing. Of the S.T.A.R.S, or Special Tactics and Rescue Service Team, Jill and Chris managed to jump out of the flyer, whilst Rebecca, Wesker, Brad, and Barry remain inside during the crash. Jill sends a message over the radio, saying she's safe, but sees no signs of Chris. She heads towards the nearby mansion. Moments later, a horrid creature is heard over the radio where Jill is. Then, radio silence. She doesn't respond after Wesker's several attempts to contact her. The rest of the S.T.A.R.S team make their way towards the mansion.
Here is the crashed flyer that Brad has so skillfully made it. You made it so people didn't die, basically.
It wasn't my fault. The birds got in the way.
Yeah, this is true. That's what they always say. But it's okay. You know, you're still alive. That's the most important thing.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. So you guys are out here.
Disciplinary actions will occur later.
That's right.
This,
yeah.
So.
You don't know where Chris and Jill are.
Yeah.
You hope they are safe. You know that Jill may be safe, but you know there's a creature heard over the radio, so maybe she's still alive, maybe not. All you know is that this is one of your objectives, is to reach the entrance to the mansion's facility right here. And you got to get there somehow. And you got to go through the spooky Arcalay forest in order to do so. So all 4 players are going to roll a dice each to see what the initiative order is when you are doing out of combat sequences. What was that, a die roll?
Well, it just so it stayed there.
I wasn't challenging this.
Like
I'm just simply asking. Okay.
No,
so
yeah, because I went like
just
that.
Right.
Just
yeah,
so
okay. Okay. So let's you two roll again, just to see between you two who goes first. Okay.
Okay, it's here. Couple things that we can do, but
like Dave said, we can only see up to 12 inches, so we'll have to start exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. This is what the team is talking about. Their mission, their plan of action.
Strategery. And same thing, we kind of just agreed upon the formation. We're going to have Barry, we're going to do a diamond formation. Barry's going to be in the front. Our 2 glass cans will be behind them, and then I'll bring up the rear guard.
Excellent.
Sounds good. Now, just so everyone knows, there is a 12-inch fog of war, which means that the players will never be able to see more than 12 inches beyond them. Unless, of course, it's a special scenario, and I'll explain that. The default is you can't see more than 12 inches. You are free to split up from each other. Should you do so, I can't stop you. I wouldn't recommend it, but you are free to do so. So, Barry goes first, and you're contemplating between going to that house or that house?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we got crates of both and we can search both, so...
This is what your intuition is telling you, because
Yes.
obviously you can't see beyond it, but you have a feeling.
Yes.
You see the silhouettes.
Oh.
Right, you see the silhouettes.
I see things, and I'm like, it could be that way, it could be that way. So, 1, 2, 3 over there, 4, 5, 6 over there.
All
We're
right.
going that way.
Heading that way.
So-
Sounds good.
I will start...
Okay.
There we go.
So that's your normal movement. If you want, you can move up to your 12-inch fog of war if you wish. Would you like to move farther than that?
Sure. I'm a man of risks.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
For now.
The coast is clear. For now.
All right. So I'll just move a little bit closer.
Okay.
Fine. Everything's fine too. We could always do like the formation that we were talking about.
Right.
So we could even be 3-4 inches like that, just kind of like keep it close. And main thing is we just want to be able to protect you guys. So as long as Barry can help intercept whatever's coming at us, because we don't know which way anything that can come. I'll be in the rear guard too, so I could come behind and try and stop them too.
Gotcha.
Brad Vickers moving.
I shall move right beside his friend.
Okay, right beside Barry. All right. You also
that
see
ship.
coast is clear.
Okay.
Wesker.
Wes is gonna bring out. He's gonna be the rear guard. He's gonna just protect our medic.
All right. Good. Uneventful, but a little bit tense. All right, so now, next round. Everyone roll for leadership. Okay, and compare it to your leadership. So we're just doing this roll, and tell me who makes it.
I make it.
Okay, make it. Make it. Rebecca?
Yes.
Made it. So everyone makes it.
Everyone makes it.
Okay. By the way, we're doing leadership this way. And leadership also acts as your perception. Okay, so from a role-playing element, we're just going to use it that way. That's the mechanic we are using.
Cool.
In amongst the crash and getting out as fast as you can, you got out pretty quick and you weren't thinking about anything else. But you do see that as much as this is smoldering right now, it doesn't look like it's about to explode, this being the flyer. So there is a cargo hold on the side of it, and you each remember that. So what does Barry do?
Fall over. He's very tired. I'm going to head over in here.
Okay.
Um,
You're going to check the cargo hold?
Uh-huh.
So that's your final position. It was a little bit
Yes.
smoky on the other side?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. So roll a dice and hope for a 4+.
4+.
That's a 4+. And as you do that, the fire it comes down a little more. So it looks like time is of the essence here. So check and see if there's anything in the cargo hold. All right, you find a green herb. You actually don't find it inside the cargo hold. You find it underneath the cargo hold, and it kind of caught it. So you're like, hey, look, I can use this. So you're going to grab it, and you can add that to your inventory.
Perfect.
You also see, unfortunately, all the stuff inside the cargo hold has been burnt.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only thing in there.
Sad. Okay.
Rebecca.
All right, I'm just gonna move a little bit closer and just kind of inch forward a bit.
You do see that there are things in the back of that truck that could be looted should you choose.
I want to loot.
Okay.
I'll loot it.
All right, so you're going to move up to it.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. As you approach the truck, you look over at the house. Roll for leadership. Okay. And you're able to hear noises out of the house. You can't discern if they're human, animal, creature. You just hear noises, some shuffling, some movement. You don't see anything, but you hear it. and you're pretty confident that whatever's in there doesn't know that you are there.
Okay.
Would you still like to loot? You can, if you wish.
Yeah, I'll still loot.
Okay.
Right about it. All right. So I'm gonna loot.
You're gonna loot? Okay.
Yeah.
So roll a die.
1 dice.
Yeah, 1 dice and hope for a 4+. Okay.
No. Okay. So I failed.
So you go in here, and as you search it, you don't find anything.
Okay.
Same thing too. We don't know
Brad.
that there's anything in the house. Only you know that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna go back her up because I don't want.
How fast are you walking towards her?
About the same speed. I'm gonna try and loot as well if I can.
Same speed as in quiet or loud?
Quiet.
Okay.
Just because I don't trust anything.
You don't trust anything?
Like if I saw mutants flying, I don't trust the ground at all either.
He witnessed it firsthand, so he's like.
Okay, and so you're gonna
Sketched
loot
out.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a dice. And on a 4+, you're able to successfully loot through this pile, but you don't find anything.
I mean, it's not like it was worthless. I still got there.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have now established that once somebody loots through something and they don't find something, there's nothing in there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Wesker's turn.
Wesker's going to follow up with a team. He's moving quickly because everyone's so fast, and he's just going to be covering this section over here. Can I do a leadership check for perception?
Yes, please do.
I fail. I fail my leadership.
Okay. The forest is just as quiet as it was before, with a few crickets and owls.
I'm going to key on my mic and say, Barry, team up, form up by the truck. We're getting close to the house.
Roger. Out.
Barry, also, all is clear, all quiet.
That would have been important first. Thank you. Out. Okay, so I probably got. Is it right to go?
Oh, you
Yeah,
can move
yeah, you can
wherever
move.
want.
You can move up to your fog of war.
So 12.
Oh yeah, let me just hit this truck.
That far.
All right. So Barry's moving forward.
I want to move right up behind this truck.
All right. So, are you done your turn?
I'm done with my turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that we've all regrouped, I've decided that to mention that I have heard things coming from the house, since that's our next point we're going to. So I'm like, hey guys, I heard some noises. I don't know if they're like creatures or like bad guys or.
And it was nothing specific, right? Like
It's
no.
just sounds. I don't know. Just
Interesting.
not sure if it's human or could be an animal. I don't know.
Well, for what we've experienced up to this point, let's form up on the truck. Let's make a diversion to see if we can draw something out, and we'll see what it is.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna roll to throw a rock and try and get whatever's in the house to come out.
So you're gonna try to are you aiming at a window?
Yes, I'm gonna aim at a window.
Okay. So you happen to find a rock at your feet there,
Okay.
and then roll for a ballista skill. See if you hit the window.
1 dice or 2.
So it's 1 dice,
Okay.
and your ballista skill I believe is 2. So you
2.
need a 2+.
Okay.
All right. You successfully pick up a rock. You throw it through the window. Look at that. A nice break through the window. You hear the glass shatter, and you hear the rock tumble inside the house. You hear it rolling on the floor, on the wood, and then you hear more movement. You all hear it now. You hear footsteps, scuffling. Whoa! What was that? Ah! Help! Help! There's zombies inside! Help me! So the survivor has run out. You see this guy flailing his arms in the air. He's screaming, making a lot of noise. So before you go to your turn, Brad, free action, anyone if they want to say anything.
I'm going to turn around and say, Sir, come to us and get on the ground.
Make a leadership roll.
Okay, that's terrible. My leadership is
What could
terrible.
possibly go wrong?
Ah, no, run for your life! Ah! All right, Brad, it's your turn.
So I will.
No immediate threat yet. He's just making a lot of noise, flailing.
I will immediately run up as fast as I can and try and tackle him and silence him.
So hold on. So you're going to attack him?
Like, try and tackle him, not to wound, but to like make him quiet, so not much noise.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. So roll for leadership. If you are unsuccessful, then a combat will be initiated.
Okay.
What's your leadership?
Failed. So it's
Okay.
combat.
All right. So going base to base with him.
Yeah.
All right, Brad. Roll for initiative. 1 dice. I get a 1, you get a 5. Okay, now, I will say this. On a turn in which you could attack him, you can forfeit that and attempt another leadership and roleplay.
Yeah, I will forfeit the combat.
Okay, so you're not going to attack him.
No.
So, all right, so you're going to say something to him?
Yes.
What do you say?
I say, sir, calm down. You do realize if you panic, it will draw more here.
Okay, roll for leadership.
5.
Whoa, who are you guys? What? Get out of here! There's zombies everywhere! Help me! Get me out of here! So as he says that, you guys see a couple zombies come out of the side of the house. Everybody roll for initiative.
Busy talking.
2.
And I'll also roll. Okay, 5. So according to the initiative, it is Wesker first. What do you plan on doing?
I'm going to move up to get line of sight,
Yep.
and I am going to attempt to shoot this zombie right here.
Okay.
So done with movement speed. Now I'm going to try and attack the zombie. I also want to do a leadership check to let our pilot know that he needs to fall back.
Okay, so you will sacrifice a phase to do that. Which phase are you going to sacrifice?
Fighting phase.
Okay, so you won't charge into combat then.
Correct. Or yeah, charge phase.
Okay.
So
You're shooting your Beretta. You hit on a 2. That's a hit. Now the strength of your Beretta is strength 3. So roll a dice and I'll tell you if you wound it or not. You don't wound it on that.
Okay.
So you're going to forego your combat phase and do a leadership check and say something to somebody else.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to order Brad to fall back away from the civilian that we have combatants on the field.
Okay.
Fail.
All right, so you're calling out, but there's so much commotion from this old man that you're sure that Brad did not hear what you just said. Next up are the zombies. So the zombie is going to move out. Zombies don't move very far.
I went far enough.
Because the old man is the closest to the zombies, the zombie is going to attack the old man and charge into combat. So he gets him. And there's the second zombie. 5 inches. That's enough. They're going to roll to attack the old man. They both miss the old man.
Guys,
All right, so it is Rebecca's turn. There is some contemplation here. So what's going on?
So I'm kind of deciding that since this civilian is in combat with the 2 zombies, that we should just let that happen. And we
Natural selection.
just let him be the distraction, and we can go loot the house while he's doing it. But he might have useful information.
He might.
And,
He might, yeah.
we can loot
So-
his body afterwards.
Technically, our main directive was to save survivors.
Oh, we do have to save him. So.
Well, that's what we were ordered to do. I'm not saying that we don't have to. But
I mean, it's not like he's gonna say anything. I mean, we should save him, but he's not gonna say anything.
I love it. It's so good. The first encounter is like,
so brutal.
That's great. That's great.
we also don't know how these zombies are going, so what if this old man goes down, now he comes back as a zombie, too?
And I have grenades. Still.
Just throwing that out there, too. That could
Right.
that can come back and literally bite us.
Yeah,
But
now we have a zombie.
So what's Rebecca doing?
I'm gonna sneak around behind the zombies.
Okay.
I think so. I'm just gonna move, I guess. Here. Yeah.
So you are off to loot the house. Okay. Barry's turn.
I'm gonna try to run up and grab that guy.
Okay.
The old guy.
Okay.
Brad's fine. I'll handle this.
All right. So he's well within your movement,
can't. I
so
got-
you can move right up to him.
I'm a poor, big, strong guy, and I can't help it. So I'm gonna run right up. Oh, actually.
I'm gonna try.
Can I get on the
Yeah,
other
it's
side?
you can go to the other side. That's within your movement.
Yeah,
That's
say,
fine. That's fine.
Let the other
So
way.
you're gonna
'cause I'm
move
try and go
on the
for
other
zombie.
side, and let me get okay, just so I understand. You're gonna not attack.
No.
But you're gonna try to grab him, put him over your shoulder.
Yep. Because he's an old guy.
Okay. This requires a strength test.
Okay.
Okay. Roll your strength or lower.
Okay. That's.
It's 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're strength 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
come on, Jay.
Oh!
He resists.
Young man, what are you trying to do? All right, Brad, what's Brad going to do?
So I shall go and attack that zombie.
The zombie, okay. So you're going to just pile in over here and attack that one zombie.
Yep.
Okay, and how many attacks you have?
I have 3.
3 attacks, okay.
3 hitting on 2.
Hitting on 2s, so they all hit.
Yeah.
So you're strength 2. So roll dice, I'll tell you if you wound. You have 3 wounds.
And
you're doing it with a knife? Okay, you slice right through that zombie. In fact, you stick it right in the neck, and you twist it, and you see it squirt out into the old man's face, and then the head just kind of lobs off.
Yeah, we should watch to make sure he's not infected.
Just been screaming.
We are random people. Trust us.
Yeah, it's like
Get off my back, zombie! So the old man's going to attack the zombie.
Please kill him.
Yeah.
He gets 1 hit. He gets a wound. And he takes out that zombie. So because he took out that zombie, combat has been resolved. You guys are no longer in combat. You default to your out of combat initiative.
I'm gonna try to tell him everything's all right and that he should come with us, and we'll protect him as long as he sticks with us.
Okay, so roll for leadership. Oh, thank goodness you guys arrived in time. Oh, well, I have very limited supplies in the house, but I do have a few things. So I suppose it's a way of saying thank you for saving my life here. I mean, you did kind of really, in a very visceral way, kill the zombie right beside me. I got the blood on my face.
I mean, to be fair, you did your own work for the zombie behind you.
I mean, that's true. Who are you guys? You guys got these passionate... Who are you? Are you cops? Like, well, what is...
I'm going to walk up to the old man, identify ourselves that we are part of the S.T.A.R.S rescue team with Raccoon Police, that you're now in safe hands and we'll be able to get you out of here.
Because you guys resolved that combat and the civilian survived, each of you roll a d3 and add that to your experience.
Maybe we shouldn't have been trying to kill him. 1. There.
Okay.
I got 2.
All right. All right, Barry.
Let's check out these crates.
Okay. So roll a die and hope for a 3+. You get a 3+. What does the deck give you? Oh, unfortunately, no items were found.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume
It's
that
Rebecca's
all is,
turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that all is clear because of all the commotion.
Yep.
So I'm gonna enter the house.
Okay, so
through
you're
this
going
door.
to enter the house through the back door here. Now, we will say this. Because Rebecca chose to loot during the fighting, she actually gets 2 loots on her turn. We're going to call it reward her for looting when other people were fighting, which makes sense because she has more inventory slots.
So I'm going to go on my walkie-talkie and tell everyone that there are some closed doors that still need to be explored, so I'll need backup possibly before.
Okay.
Copy.
Cool. That was good.
Copy that. Team form up on her location.
Cool.
Do you hear anything from the door?
Oh, how do I decide that?
Leadership.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
Roll for leadership. So leadership roll.
All right.
And you make it exactly because your leadership is 8.
Okay, so
You don't hear anything in the house. You don't feel like there's anything else in the house with you.
Okay. So I'll just say no. It's quiet as a mouse.
So roll 2 dice. Hope for 2 3+. You get 2 3+. So you get to draw from this deck twice.
Okay.
So here's the first one. Oh! It's
Quest
a
item.
diamond key. Would you
Cool.
look at that?
That looks suspiciously quest.
All right, and the
Yeah.
second one?
Nothing.
Oh, you find nothing the second time. Okay.
Okay.
But you do get a quest item.
Cool.
Okay.
Brad's turn. Gonna loot.
So Brad is going to go into the house about to there, and you're gonna try and loot as well. Airplane.
So you're gonna go to that one instead because
Yeah.
that's already been looted.
Yeah.
Okay. On a 3+, you can draw from the deck. All right, draw from the deck. What do you get?
Something horrible, I'm sure.
You
it's a machine
get
gun.
a submachine
Why
gun.
does this old man have a submachine gun?
He's a badass old man.
Wesker's turn.
Wesley's going to form up on Rebecca. He's going to open this door and go inside.
Okay, so the door is locked, but you can unlock it with a leadership check.
I-
It is a rickety old door, so whatever you roll, you can -2 to your roll.
Okay.
Yeah. -2, you get a 5. Your leadership is 5. You get it exactly.
Okay. I'll
You open the door.
sweep the room to see what's going on.
Before you open it up, you made a successful unlock. Add 1 experience to your character.
Okay.
So as you enter the room, you see this locked door to what looks like to be a crawl space or a basement possibly, but it is a locked door. So you can attempt to unlock this as well.
I'll attempt to unlock it.
This is a straight leadership check. And it is very locked.
I'll key up on the mic and say, hey team, we do have a locked cellar in this. Brad, make sure that we have the old man nearby just to see what is going on with his house.
Barry's turn.
I'm gonna ask the old man what's going on in the basement.
Oh, well, I got more stuff down there. The lock is kind of rusted and rickety. If you just, kick really hard, you can open it, or, you're skilled lock. But I don't know. It's been years since I've been down there. But I couldn't even tell you what's down there. But maybe something good or maybe nothing. Maybe a bunch of rotten stuff. I don't know. You can try it, though.
I don't need it.
So you're just going to go over to the door?
I'm going to walk through the front door, because I could do that, and pop in here.
Okay. Because there has been an attempt on it, and it failed once, you're going to roll a dice and add 1 to your roll. 8.
Oh.
Would have been success, but now it's a little bit more jammed than it was before. So it's Rebecca's turn.
Okay.
What is Rebecca doing?
All right. Well, I'm gonna. So everyone's having trouble with the lock. I'm gonna ask the old guy if he has a key on him. We forgot to ask, so.
Okay, so what do you say to him?
I'm gonna yell out to him. I'm gonna be like, hey, is there a key to this? Do you have one, laying around somewhere, or is it on you?
A key? A key to what?
Key to the cellar door.
Oh, yeah, there's a key somewhere. I couldn't tell you where it is. I don't even know. It's probably so old and rusty, it just became part of the floor.
Okay. So now with this newfound information, I'm gonna check the attic.
Okay.
And loot it.
By the way, guys, I love this house. It's super
Really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
So you go up to the attic, and would you look at that? You find some stuff.
One
For
more.
this, roll a dice, and on a 2+,
Okay. Here we
you
go.
find something. Okay. You just got a 6, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Sounds good.
pull 2 cards.
Okay.
Ooh, submachine gun ammo.
Okay.
And what's the next?
Nothing.
All right, nothing. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to roll to see how much a submachine gun ammo has. So 2d6 will determine the amount of bullets. That's 11. That's the second best roll.
Nice.
It's Brad's turn.
Alright, so with all the commotion, I will gently ask the old man to come inside the house so he's not a target outside the house, and walk to the trapdoor and basically just kick the lock. Because there's no point in looking everywhere for it.
You want me to come inside the house? You guys are younger and stronger than me. Why don't you guys kick it?
Not
I'm gonna break my leg on it.
but I want.
Oh, you want? Oh, my hearing. Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that right. Okay, so you want? Yeah, go ahead, kick it.
We don't give Dave ideas.
So you asked him to come into the house too?
Yeah,
It's a good thing
they come in the house while I walk to.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll stay out here. I'll keep guard. My sight isn't the best, but I'll do my best to make sure that nothing comes up on anything.
Alright, good luck with the mutants.
So it's an auto hit because how can you miss the floor?
I don't know, somehow I might.
Now to see if you actually break through it though. So you're going to roll a dice.
No, that's a no.
You don't break through it, unfortunately.
Do I break my foot? Because that would be.
If you had,
Maybe a toe, you don't notice it too much.
yeah.
Okay, you guys got this covered. I'm gonna go out with the old man and keep watch to make sure that nothing comes out on us. So I'll move him.
Roger.
I'll be right here.
Okay. So you move out of the
We
building.
really want to get in that cellar.
Yeah.
Barry's turn. What you doing?
I'm gonna kick that door down with my real strong feet.
Okay. All right. Just gonna stomp down on the
Stomp
ground.
it hard.
It's not a hit. Let's see if you break through it. Just roll a die. You get a 5. So it breaks right through down to the bottom. It's really dark. You don't quite see what's down there, but you can go down there. Do you wish to descend?
Yeah, I'll descend.
Okay.
I only loosened it for you, Barry.
No,
No problem with that.
They did.
Hey Barry, I heard a loud noise from the house. Did you guys get into the cellar?
We made it in.
Copy that. Be careful. Let me know what's going on in the cellar.
So, you scour the crawl space, because that's what it is.
Okay.
And it's dark. I mean, you do have a flashlight on, but it's still dark, and it's a little bit wet, so you come out kind of muddy, kind of gross. But you do see this box, not a crate, but a box. And inside this box, you rummage through it. There's a lot of crap in it, and junk and rusty whatever.
It's old man.
But you do find one thing of great value, and this is what you find. You find magnum rounds. Now, see, that's special for Barry, and that's special for him because he has a very special gun.
I do. It's my baby.
Now, let's see how many bullets you find. It's D6.
I'm also expecting one.
You find one magnum round.
You did that.
Don't put that evil
Make
on
it
us.
count.
Yeah,
Hey, it's not me, it's Jay.
okay, one round.
Why'd you have to jinx it? Jeez. So there's one more crate I'm going to try and loot. And I'm going to roll for it. Oh, I got
And you
one.
don't find anything.
Okay.
There's a mouse, though, in it.
Nice.
Skeeter's away.
Wait. I have a better idea. Okay. So I've decided that there's a good vantage point up here for visual in the around the area. So I'm going to look out over here to see if I see anything behind the house or like...
So you're going to the window and you're going to make a leadership check to see if you see anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, 2d6. Let's see if you get 8. You don't. There's a lot of trees in front of you, and unfortunately you can't see through them.
And darkness.
And darkness, yeah.
I'm going to go downstairs and check out the store for anything.
All right, so you're going to exit this door here?
So I'm exiting the store, and wow, there's like a bunch of crates here. So I'm gonna go, hey guys, there's a ton of things to loot in the back. So you should join me back here. Check it out.
Got it.
So Brad's turn.
Alright, so Brad will take the word of his comrade here and will come out and try to loot this here.
First, roll a d3.
D3? Okay. 3.
Okay. Roll 1 dice. Okay, take 1 card. You find handgun bullets. 3d3 bullets are found.
Triple ones, here we go. I was the opposite.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey, I can give you these bullets.
No one said
I don't have a pistol. I only have a magnum.
7 bullets.
So, yeah.
Everyone knows how Barry rolls.
Brad, me, is gonna just talk with right here about how I have handgun bullets. I have a handgun.
Oh,
I do
that's
have
so
some machine
crazy.
gun.
I have some machine gun bullets. Do you want to trade?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Alright.
Guys, we have a full path to the mansion here, and we have a bunch of cover here. So this would be our best bet.
Copy that, Barry. Get on my location. Let's grab the old man. Let's regroup at the rear of the house and get to the mansion.
Roger that.
Do you guys want to scope out other locations to find more survivors? Possibly? Do you see anything in the distance over there?
Real quick. Hey, old man. Do you have any other neighbors nearby or anyone that lived in this wooded area?
I got plenty of neighbors. They're not alive, but I got neighbors.
Do you remember the last time you see them alive and not zombified?
Oh, son, I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
I understand, sir. Just come with me. We'll go to the back. Dipped into.
Well, you know what? I'm actually going to stay right here. I feel the safest in my own house.
You guys cleared out the zombie threat.
Well, we can't force you, sir, so just barricade your house and do the best you can. When we get back to the city, we'll bring more reinforcements.
Old man, you remind me of my dad. Are you sure you don't want to come?
I'm sure, son. I'm okay here.
Okay, thanks,
Knowing
Dad.
this old man, he might have a rocket launcher under his freaking couch,
Yeah.
so...
What? You didn't find the rocket? I'm just kidding. I don't have one. It's all rusted. Probably blow up in your hands. So Wesker goes back here. You see that there are lootable items. Do you wish to loot?
I'll try to loot.
All right. Roll a dice. Hope for a 6. Oh, unfortunately, you don't find anything in the second crate that you see. Barry's turn. Gonna move out.
Oh, crates.
You see there's one more crate to be looted in the stack of crates here. Roll 1 dice. You may choose. And you find a Beretta.
Nice.
So this is Barry's inventory here. So you are maxed currently.
Yes. Yeah. So, but I was wondering, can you consolidate the green herbs?
Do you wish to consolidate them?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
You combine the 2 green herbs, and you get that. You now restore 2d3 wounds, and it only takes up 1 inventory slot.
Perfect.
Hey, Barry. That's a good job for finding that Beretta. I have 6 ammo on me right now. I'll give you 3 bullets, so at least we have a chance.
I appreciate it thoroughly.
It's good teamwork.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Everyone, gear up.
Thanks.
No
Thanks,
problem.
friend.
We're gonna get out of this alive.
Not
Just look
betraying
for Joe.
friend.
Don't even worry about that.
Best friend.
Everything's gonna be fine. Everything.
So after searching the area, and the old man thanking you for saving his life, and him politely telling you to get off his property now, you guys have reformed, and you're over here on this side. So before you go out with your movements, you have now reset. It's back to Barry. What would you like to do now?
I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay.
So,
You don't wanna
how fast are you moving?
Okay.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move it a nice, healthy 8.
Are you going past the rock or
I'm
up
gonna
to the
go
rock?
Past the rock.
Okay, stop right there.
Let's stop right there.
Make a leadership check.
Just don't fail again.
Okay.
I'm good.
You're exact. Okay. In the distance, faint noise in the distance.
Yeah, I knew it.
I just published. It's fine.
So you hear it.
It could be a weird owl.
It's faint, but it's there.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know where. You're assuming not close to you, which would be correct.
Yeah.
But you hear it.
Yeah.
But only you hear it.
And to me, it's just dogs.
To you, it's dogs.
I might hear some dogs, guys. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah, however, there were the mutants in the sky, so I'm going to take a wild guess and say they might be infected, so watch out for that.
But they could just be dogs.
Maybe they're rabid dogs.
They could be
That
survivor dogs and we could save them.
They could be puppy dogs, so kittens.
Either way,
Okay.
team, just stay alert, just keep together,
Keep safe.
watch all your corners, and we'll move on.
I love this.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
So Barry's going to continue his movement a little bit. Okay.
See, nice.
Yep. So a good 12-inch in front of you. You don't see anything immediately,
Perfect.
but you do. You're now at the mansion. In fact, you can all see it.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. This represents the massive wall, and it's just amazing.
Okay.
Rebecca's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna follow up on my buddy. Just hang out, like,
Hey, buddy.
hey, buddy.
Okay.
Hello, friend.
You also hear the dogs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's starting to sound like it's getting closer. So.
Do they sound friendly?
Yeah, this is the friendliest of girls.
They don't sound
Yeah.
friendly.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll a spot check real quick.
So you're just rolling for perception there.
Okay.
You roll 1 less than your leadership, don't you? Okay. So Barry heard the dogs from a distance. You hear them a little bit closer. You hear them getting closer. Just a tad. You can hear panting.
Guys, it sounds like the dogs are approaching. The sounds are getting closer, so just check your 6.
Got it.
Roger that.
Brad's turn.
Alright, so Brad here is gonna move up just behind here and try his best to analyze the mansion wall here and see if there's anything I can learn from it.
Okay, so roll 2d6.
Steal one that she rolled earlier.
Oh.
3.
That was very close to a critical success. You learn a lot by looking at the mansion wall. You learn that it is impenetrable. There's no way you can get through it should you try. You can't climb over it. The only way would be through an entrance, which you don't see currently. Also, you see these insignias. They look like lions to you. Not sure what they mean, but you see them pretty clearly. In fact, they're glittering a bit in the moonlight.
Out of curiosity, for the key, does the key have the same symbol as the lion head that we found in the other guy's house?
What?
So
Your item.
this is a thought in the mind of Whisker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's
Oh, I should probably.
yeah, I don't know. What
Hold
do
on,
you see?
hold on.
What do you
Okay, hold on,
see
yeah,
to
what's-
see if it matches
yeah.
my key?
Guys, there's some weird lion symbols on the mansion wall. Do you guys know of any symbols with lion or anything like that?
Well, the key that I found back at the old man's house doesn't have a lion on it. It's a diamond shape, so I don't think this is useful.
Could be relevant, but not specifically to this.
Not
Wesker's turn. However, before you move, roll 2 dice.
Oh no.
Okay, you get a 7? Okay. Proceed with your turn.
I'm going to form up on the team.
Oh, yay.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Form up on this.
Yep.
And, hey guys, I know the dog. It sounds like the dogs are getting closer. Let's double time move it to Joe's location.
Okay.
Barry's turn.
I'm moving.
Before you go on your turn, roll 2 dice. Okay. So, dogs are real close. Real close. In fact, you think there might be some behind you as well. You're not 100% sure. But you have this gut feeling in your Barry gut that you're thinking that there's going to be some...
That is an appropriate way to put my gut.
Maybe he
In
also
my
has,
berry gut. I'm going to head to the back.
Maybe
Okay.
he also has it in his feet.
So, as you come to the back, Barry, you notice that just within your eyesight, you see this dog, wolf-like canine creature. You see the silhouette of it. You see it kind of moving around, just hovering here. You're pretty positive that it doesn't notice you, because if it did, it would just dart towards you.
Absolutely.
But you do see it here. What do you choose to do?
Shoot it 3 times.
Okay. Before you do that, make one more leadership check. You get a 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you're taking out your gun, you're thinking, I could use my knife too. It would be quieter. Now you're thinking. Now, because you have the jump on this dog currently, you can move 3 inches without penalty.
Okay.
If you move 6, you got to make a check. And it'll notice you if you move 6.
Okay.
Okay, that'll increase your charge distance if you only move 3, but it's safer. It doesn't know that you are there. You get bonuses if you attack it without you knowing. You get a surprise attack on it.
Okay.
So it's your choice.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move the 3.
Okay, so you're gonna move the 3.
So.
Yeah, all right, that's good.
So that 1 inch thing. We're normal humans.
Not Space
An
Ranger.
extra inch.
Okay, so you can charge this dog with your knife. It's an 8-inch charge.
Got it.
Yeah. If you fail, how this will work is you will go the distance you roll. Okay?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, so here we go.
Need an 8.
That's a 6 plus an 11.
11.
Okay, all right.
So fast with his big feet.
And I do.
So as he does that, yes, the 3 of you from behind hear the boom, 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 boom. And you're assuming it's Barry.
I saw
I don't know who else could it be.
So because you're attacking it without it noticing you, you don't have to roll to hit. Okay? And you get +1 to wound it.
Nice. Okay, so I am.
So let's see what you roll. I'll tell you if you wound it or not. You get 1 wound.
Perfect.
So 1 wound. Let's see if this doggy survives. Oh! Just took out this dog. 1 experience to Barry.
Yes.
You're very conflicted. You just killed a dog.
A good pupper.
Yeah.
Hey, Barry.
1 more thing. Roll for leadership. You get a 9.
That's failing.
You're very happy with what you just did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, wow. Good thing I did that.
That was a scary dog.
Yeah.
Wolf dog. Demon.
And it's slowly losing breath. and then not moving anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, lifeless.
We're all safe.
Copy that. We're going to move the team forward. Come up on order.
We just don't need to know what lurks in the dark.
Barry,
Barry's got you covered.
Is it infected, or does it look infected, or not?
Rebecca's turn.
I don't know what to do. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I guess.
Back for Barry or moving ahead? Or stay where you are?
Well, I guess you inspected the wall.
Yeah, and there was something specific for the symbols.
I know, and I'm like curious about that, and I'm curious about some things.
Could go here because then you'd have line of sight this way. So you could.
Like, what if there's like a keyhole in the lion's mouth or something?
Or like one of the insignia you can take. I was thinking that because
Oh, like a
glittering is a
puzzle
thing
piece or something?
in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to? Did you share that information before? That
Yeah.
there was something interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to go up to the wall?
So yeah, we'll go up to the wall.
Okay.
And give a closer inspection of the. Was it this one or?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Minus 2 from it.
Ooh.
That's a double 1.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you see that this can be taken out of the wall. What do you choose to do?
I take it. Da, 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 da.
Rebecca has taken the lion medallion.
Yay.
Brad's turn.
Okay, Brad, knowing wolves travel in packs, or dogs generally travel in packs.
By the way, you heard the Barry stabbing over the radios.
Yeah, and like the howls and stuff,
Yeah.
probably.
So you're moving back?
So I'll move at least back here
Okay.
and try to analyze, see if I see any more dogs or any more movement.
Okay. Leadership check.
Nope, that's nothing.
You barely see the dog.
You barely see Barry.
I can see it.
Wesker's turn.
I'm going to move up right here to the middle.
Okay.
And I'm going to look both ways to see if I see any combatants.
All right. Leadership.
6, 7, 8.
8.
No.
Okay.
I fail.
You still hear dogs in the distance, the exact same approximate distance you think they're away. Yeah. You also notice that you're a little bit farther apart than you're comfortable with. Barry's turn. Before you do anything, roll for leadership. Okay. Before your eyes, this poor puppy has come back to life. And by it doing so, you realize that you killed a dog. And it wasn't infected.
I told you guys it was a good puppers.
You wanted to attack
I mean,
it.
Well, I wanted to protect my friends.
I mean, I might have added that.
I hadn't even noticed this, and you had to kill the puppo.
Bigger dog. Bigger dog.
Much bigger dog.
We're going to roll for initiative now. And this is for all of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what mine is.
6.
Popper's fast.
Oh,
6. Okay, that's good.
Be fast.
So Barry and I re-roll because we both rolled 6s. So Barry actually goes first, then me, then it's ding, ding, ding. What you doing this time, Barry?
So am I going through my whole phase now?
Yeah, now you go through your phase. That's per normal.
All my phase. Okay, so
You're not in combat with it.
I'm not in combat
Nope.
with it. So I can shoot at it.
You could if you wanted.
Oh, you
But
can't
even
move
if you
away.
were, you could still because you have a pistol.
Yeah.
If you're already not engaged in melee, you can just move away.
But I do go next.
And poor Brad is just standing there like a... Oh, yeah, poor Brad is just standing there like a poor Brad. As much as I'm amazing at combat all the time, and
You're gonna disengage.
I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to shoot at it, because I'm better at shooting. I'm amazing at punching, so,
Okay.
shooting is top tier.
Yes.
So,
So what are you doing?
So what are you gonna do? I'm there.
Whoa! Pulling out the big gun. Okay, Barry's shooting his 1 bullet magnum.
1 bullet magnum.
Okay,
miss.
here we
Magic
go.
bullet.
Hitting on a 2.
Hitting on a 2.
Oh no!
See?
There's the one.
I didn't say
Oh no! Oh, darn it!
That's okay, Barry misses again.
And you know what? Because it's a magnum, there's a massive noise. You hear it echo from a mile away.
You are just making all the wrong decisions.
Or right ones.
Because we can still.
That was Barry's turn. So now this Cerberus is going to move forward. And Barry is the closest enemy. He's going to attack you. Now you do get to Overwatch.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. Because you have your magnum equipped and there's no bullets in it, you can't Overwatch.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
That being said, we're going to play it this way. You're going to sacrifice an action or a phase in order to swap out your weapon. In this case, you're sacrificing your Overwatch, which you wouldn't have gotten anyway.
Yes, I guess so.
To swap it out for your pistol.
Yep.
So in your shooting base, should you still be alive,
Should I?
you'll be able to shoot it.
Perfect.
I believe in Barry.
I believe in Barry.
Now, Cerberus charging in with an 8 because Korn wants it.
Of course.
Yes, Korn wants it. Here we go.
I know how this game works.
Now, it's attacking you with 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. That's 2 hits.
Okay.
What's your toughness?
I'm toughness 4.
You are high in this group.
I am high.
That's really high. Yeah.
We set the bar low.
Okay. It doesn't actually wound you.
Yes. My berry mitts with a berry knife and
Barry's gonna pet this thing super hard.
That's 2.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay.
Yep, I'm a BS4.
Weapon skill 4. All right. So see if you wound. Your strength 3. Yeah. Okay. That is definitely a wound.
That is definitely a wound.
And you're -1.
-1 AP.
Okay. However,
All right.
it remains down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now that that enemy has been killed, there's no longer a combat.
Oh, perfect.
So you guys reset.
Wonderful.
For now.
And you have reformed back together, and you're going to move forward.
All
Okay.
the way to right here.
All the way to right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as
So you manage to creep your way forward to the front, the entrance of the mansion here. Okay. Now you do see that there is a locked door in front. It is very heavy duty. No amount of berry stomp can get through it. It's pretty heavy. So you look at that, and what do you do with that?
I'll get on the radio. Rebecca, do you want to try to see if that key that we found earlier at the old man's house might be to this mansion?
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll inspect the lock, I guess, to see if it will fit.
Okay. So Barry's up at the door. Rebecca's also up at the door. Going to try the key.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, before you try it, make a leadership test.
Okay. 2 dice.
2 dice. Yeah. Okay. You get a 6.
Okay.
You don't see any sort of insignia above the keyhole. Shape of the key is different from the keyhole, and you do try it, and it does not work.
Okay. Okay.
You know that there is some other key to get in. It's not the one that you have.
God.
Brad.
I will look in the immediate area to see if there is anything that can be looted or anything that can be seen to really open the door. Yeah.
Okay. So you make this roll.
Hidden stashes.
Okay.
I kicked the door. It didn't work.
Or did it?
So Brad made his perception check here, and he's very perceptive, even though he's seeing through his goggles and his mask. He notices that there's 2 spots, one right there and one right there, that look like there's something that should go on top of them, but you're not sure what. Looks like something's missing. That's the information that you have gleaned inside your brain.
Guys, something's off about the 2 pedestals to the side of the door. Something should be on them, I think. Over.
I'm gonna go
Wesker's
over. Wesker's gonna go over to the nearest pedestal on it.
Yep.
And do a closer inspection of it.
Okay. Roll 2 dice.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. How much did you fail by?
1.
Fail by 1? So you see the exact same thing Brad saw, and you know that he wasn't lying.
I'm gonna try and stand on it and see what happens.
Okay.
We need to get you more leadership.
The floor.
This is,
I know it's really bad.
The
So-
floor is floor.
You do stand on it.
Does it move? Does it sing?
Nothing happens when you stand on it. Barry's turn.
I guess since Wesker's checking out this one, I'll go over the other one.
Okay, so what are you doing on the other one?
I'm gonna do a close inspection.
Close inspection? Okay.
I make it.
Okay. So you notice that if you were to stand in the middle, something would probably happen.
Okay.
Okay. So you go in the middle?
I'm going on the middle.
All right.
There.
So as you do that, the door does open.
There's a problem.
We could
It's a
probably-
pressure lock, so that means something needs to stay on there in order for all of us to go in.
There's
The
only
second
one
you
Barry.
guys-
There's only one Barry.
The second one stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Rebecca's turn.
Okay. I don't know.
So you see that the door's open.
So, yeah. Well, I'm not just gonna go in without everybody.
Okay.
So we need to find something to place on these pressure panels, right? Maybe like a big rock or something.
Okay, so make a leadership check.
Are you teaming, combing that in?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leadership. Yeah, this thing's baffling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, it's
This
it's
is
puzzling
like-
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Brad's turn.
Considering the only thing large and close would be these strange pillars here, I'm going to go to the I'm going to go to this one because I don't want to leave Wesker out. And I'm going to analyze if I can move or anything with this pillar.
Okay, so 2 dice, yep.
It's no fail. I fail.
All right.
Oh man.
You're looking over at Wesker, and like many guys do when you get here, you totally forgot why you came over here.
We're just going to completely forget about
Yeah.
everything, not remember anything.
We locked eyes.
Barry's turn.
I'm gonna try to lift up that pillar.
Okay, so you're gonna get off. As you get off, the door shuts immediately. It's a fast shut. And you go over to the pillar, and you try to do what now?
I'm gonna try to move it.
To
on top
move
of there.
it.
Yes.
Okay. Define move it.
I'm gonna say push it.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what direction?
Back here.
From back there.
Yep.
Okay. So you go back there. All right. Now, roll 2 dice.
I fail.
You fail.
By 1.
Okay. So you do go up against the pillar. You don't budge it.
Okay.
Seeing our workhorse Barry not being able to move these pillars, I'm going to go on this side and ask Brad if he can help me push this pillar over. Maybe with our combined teamwork, we could actually do it.
Okay. Does Brad agree to this?
I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't, so.
Okay. So you're gonna move over here.
Oh, that's why I can.
If Barry can't do it, then no one can.
Okay. Now.
So
Only one person needs to roll for this. It is a strength check. Because someone's helping you, you +2 to the roll. Meaning you -2 because it's a strength check.
okay,
Okay?
here we go.
Yeah. You
1.
both push it.
We're good.
So where are you pushing it to?
I am pushing it this way to fall onto the mechanism. Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you both managed to push it over there. Successfully.
Nice.
Rebecca.
Well, seeing that work so successfully, I'm gonna try and team up with
Barry?
Barry over here
Okay.
and try and do the same since he was trying so hard.
Barry needs help.
Barry needs help, so
So you're gonna do the same thing?
yes.
Strength check, -2 to your roll, just 1 die.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
You are successful. You're both able to push it on. The door remains open.
Good job.
Yeah, team.
Where do you go from here? Do you enter the mansion?
We enter that mansion. Everyone on the comms, we enter the mansion.
Form up,
Got it.
breach and clear.
Here we go.
We're playing great plan.
Okay.
Wesker.
So you've each successfully completed the mission. Victory. We're going to go post-mission experience and do all the fun narrative stuff.
Yay!
Rolling for experience. Everyone roll a d6 for surviving and participating in this mission. 4. Nice. Rebecca gets an additional 6. Brad gets an additional
Probably 1.
2.
2 is close.
Wesker gets an additional 4. Look at that. See, Zinch wanted it. Didn't you like it? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Vault members, take a look at a sneak peek for Mission 2. They will be entering the mansion. They're going to look for more clues. Look for Dr. Xelodus Tore to see if they can locate him, because he, after all, is the only one who is able to make the cure for this contagion that has spread rampant in Raccoon City. Click on the link below to see this next video. If you're not a Vault member, this is where you're going to want to click on that link and sign up for the Vault so that you can see this plus the campaign in its entirety. Thank you very much, and happy wargaming.